It is Saturday, March 21st, and we are in the Paddy Creek Wilderness in Mark Twain National Forest, and we're getting ready to do the Big Piney Trail. It's about 17 miles long. We're going to be doing a solo backpacking trip this time around, and going to be out here for one night. So really looking forward to it. It's unseasonably warm for this time of year. It's about 90 degrees out in March, but we're going to enjoy some hiking, and we'll see you on the trail. All right, so we've made it to the Big Paddy Creek, which I believe is about the halfway point. I'm looking around to see if there's a place where I can cross without taking my boots off. Earlier I had to do a wet crossing across Little Paddy Creek, and if I can, it's just convenient to keep them on, but this is about the halfway point of the trail. Starting to run out of daylight, so I'll probably go for another hour or so and then look for a good camp spot. I've heard there's some good overlooks in the next mile or couple miles, so hopefully we'll end up there, and I'll see you at camp. Alright, so found a spot for camp tonight. It's in the middle of a bunch of really nice pine trees. Great view of the sunset behind me over the hill. I think I'm about 8.5 miles into it, so a little over halfway. just past the Big Patty Creek. But there's my fire. I've got some really great stuff for dinner, so I'll get camp set up and catch you in a second. I've got my tent set up behind me. Got a fire going, and then tonight I have something really special. So this is a T-bone steak that I froze, and it has been thawing in my pack today, and so it's feeling just about refrigerator temperature. And then I also prepared potatoes and onions and foil, and once this fire burns down to a hotbed of coals, what I'm going to do is the potatoes I'm going to throw on, and they're just going to roast on the coals for about 20-30 minutes. And then the steak, once I get the coals really nice and hot, just a good bed of them, I'm going to throw the steak directly on the coals and cook it caveman style for a couple minutes on each side, and hopefully I should have a nice steak and potato dinner. So stay tuned. Oh yeah. 16-ounce T-bone right on the coals. Let's see what happens. I cannot begin to describe how good this smells. It's tough with the light, but I would say that looks about like a medium rare. Perfect. So I resorted to just eating the steak with my hands, but it is cooked perfectly. This is the best steak I've ever had in my life. I cannot believe that worked. That is so cool. Well, I can confidently say that was the best meal I've ever had in the backcountry. Potatoes and onions could have gone a little longer, but man, the steak was absolutely delicious. For a short hike where you don't mind the extra pound or two, it is totally worth it. But that's probably it for me tonight. I'm going to get ready to go to bed here once it gets dark, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. So, good night. Morning. It is about 7:15. Just watched the sun rise. Getting ready to get my tent and my camp packed up. I've got about 8 miles left on the trail, so hoping to get done before it gets too hot. Trusty s'mores Pop-Tart for breakfast, and then I will break it down, and I will see you on the trail. Made it to what I'm going to call the Big Piney Overlook. I don't know if it's got a different name than that, but it's really gorgeous. There's this rock that juts out off into a cliffside. Very easy to miss if you're doing it counterclockwise. It is going to be on your left side after you cross the Big Patty Creek, after a significant uphill portion, but just beautiful views. Definitely worth the side detour. All right, made it back to the car. That was the Big Piney in Mark Twain National Forest, the Paddy Creek Wilderness area. It was about 18 miles with all the detours and things that I did. Great trail, excellent spot in Missouri. It was very hot with not a lot of shade. Unusual for March, but I had a great time, and thanks for hiking with me. We'll see you next time.